Ladies and gentlemen, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. That right there, that's my sofa. It's not my bed, even though I've been sleeping on it. Now, why, you ask, why have you been sleeping on your sofa? Well, that's because I haven't been able to sleep in my bed recently. I've been having to sit there for 2 hours before I go to sleep, and I got tired of it. And so I decided, with my beard and this crazy look, that I would do an English breakfast tier list. Now, you might think I'm insane. And you're probably right. So we're going right now. No execution. No anything good. Anything like YouTubery that I usually do. That's actually like, you know, thought process and that. No, just random bullshit. So not on my plate is the worst. That's the English term for what I'm not having for my breakfast. I think I gotta put Heinz here. Heinz is a great side dish. You know, it's a nice little dipper, you know. You got some sauce, you got some chips, you got like some bits and bobs here and there. You know, you want to dip some chips in. You go for it, you know. You dip some of those chips. Having it for breakfast? I'm not a fucking dog, bro. I ain't gonna wake up in the morning when I'm tired and I've had a shit night's sleep or a great night's sleep. I don't, you know. I'm not going and looking at the ground and being like, that hot sauce. That's what I want to eat for breakfast. That's what I'm consuming. That's my calories for the day. That's not what it is, man. Not on my plate tier. Not even like an F. If this was an F tier, I can just change it to F tier. Black pudding, also F. Not on my plate. It's pig's blood. It is pigs that have been mashed up and amalgamated into this circle-like sphere. No. Ketchup. It's on my plate. It's not on its own, but I'm having a little bit of it. You know, I'll have some ketchup. You know, it's nice and sweet. You know, it's tomato. It's good for you. And ketchup is definitely not good for you. But like, you know, don't believe what other people say. Ketchup is always good for you. It's amazing. It's great. This is my most sanest moment on camera right now. Not only do you have luxuries such as ketchup, but you also have streaky bacon and back bacon. Now, these both S tier. When you're having bacon on your dish, the saltiness, the chewiness, just everything about bacon is good. Whoever came up with the concept of bacon, they are a master. They know what they're doing. Let them be in charge of all food. Holy. And of course, you got to add that with a bit of the tomatoes, S tier. They are good. You don't like them as a kid. They have to grow on you. You know, it really is a growing process with tomatoes. You really have to like give it your full pelt. As a kid, you're like, I hate them so much, I'm gonna stab them. And now, as an adult, you're like, yeah, I'll be a little bit more socially acceptable. I'll chow down on these. I might not necessarily like them the most, but if they're on my plate, I ain't gonna like be like, ew, tomato, like a fucking, you know. I ain't a kid no more. I've got bills to pay. I'm gonna eat my tomatoes. I get my protein, my sustenance. Fried egg, the best of all inventions. Always a solid choice, fried egg. Never goes wrong. All you could ask for in a food. Got your protein, you know, you can have it on anything. You have it on burgers, you can have it on breakfast, you can have it on, I don't know, your chips. I don't know, you can eat it on its own if you want. If you're a psychopath like that, you can do that. Water. Now, some may say it belongs in F. It doesn't taste like anything, it's mid. I think it's S. It is the palate cleanser of all time. You go and you have your full English breakfast. You have your cereal, whatever the fuck you have for breakfast. I don't care. I ain't your mother. When you have that glass of water afterwards, it cleanses your mouth. You are free of anything stuck in your teeth, of that horrible aftertaste feeling. Perhaps you haven't brushed your teeth the night before. Perhaps you've been a bad boy and you haven't done the things you're supposed to do. A glass of water around your mouth, it does the job. Not long term. Don't be bad. Apple juice. Apple juice fucking sucks in my opinion. It's too sweet. It's too much. I feel like I'm having something that's bad for me when I have it. But like most apple juice is gonna be like that. And it also attracts the pricks. You know, the ones that are like, oh, is this freshly squeezed apple juice or is this store-bought brand apple juice? And you're just sitting there like, do you think I care? No. The bureaucracy. So I'll go to my classic water for this one. Beans. A tier. Now you can have a full English without beans. It's doable. It's okay. It takes a bit away from the dish, but it's like, you know, it's acceptable. It does the job. I love beans on the whole. You have beans on toast. You have beans. It's pretty good. It's A. It's solid. Apple cider. If apple juice is an F, then I'm giving apple cider an F too. I don't care. It is the morning. It's what it is. It's a very polarizing opinion, which is totally not emphasized for the fact that this is a YouTube video. No, it could never be that. That could never happen. They're lying to you. The government is lying to you about that one. Hash browns. C tier. I can go without hash browns. I don't like hash browns. I understand some people like them. You can have them on their own whilst you're busy. You can have them with your breakfast. Like, you know, you just chuck them in the dish. It adds a bit to it. You know, it adds a bit of sustenance to the dish. It's a C. It's kind of like a mid. You don't really think about it. With his beans, it's like, yeah, I can have it off, but it tastes good when it's on. It makes a difference. Hash browns, C tier. Take them off. Coffee. Coffee's a big one. I'm gonna go A for me. I've been brought up on tea my entire life. Caffeine is no difference. But I like the taste. I like an espresso with water. It's nice. It just makes you feel like an old man. You know, when you drink coffee, and it's like a little bit of something to bring you back up. You know, a lot of people are addicted because it's the first thing they do. They get their coffee when they wake up and they go, oh, and they just like, they're ready to start the day. They're maniacs. I'm assuming that's French toast. If it is, that's an S tier. That's a brilliant dish. You should have that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It can go with ketchup. You can have it with other stuff. It could be a sweet and a savory. Guinness. Guinness is also a very, very solid. A Guinness for breakfast. If I'm on holiday, it's an S tier. If I'm at home, it's probably a C tier. Things have gone bad. The wife is me. I've been divorced. You see some of these guys around the bars, you know, the older ones, they tend to order like a drink really early on, you know, that's just like, it's a sign of old age and depravity. That's what it is. So C tier for that. Oh, mushrooms. Mushrooms are good. They're a B. I personally don't like them, but I can understand why people can like them. You know, they go in a lot of different dishes. There's a lot you can make with mushrooms. There's a variety of dishes you can have mushrooms in. So, it's a B. We're going to leave it at that, because I don't really know where to put those. Orange juice. Okay, I know what I said about apple juice. I get it. But orange juice slaps in the morning. You wake up, you have some breakfast, you have an orange juice and water. Nothing better. You're starting the day with some vitamins in there. You know, it wakes you up a little bit without having to be like one of those caffeine addicts where you're like, you know, it adds to the meal. And it's usually in a short amount, so you always want more of it. You never get enough. So I'm gonna put it for the A tier on that one. Actually, no, I'm going to put it on S tier. Poached eggs. What can I say? S tier. Sausage. Instant S tier. If you don't believe sausage is an S tier, then you're either one of two things. You play Fortnite for 14 hours a day, every single day, and you literally have to sip gamer subs to survive for your nourishment. And if you have anything more, you throw it up, or you're vegetarian or vegan. Now, I have an issue with one of those. I would try to divulge which one it is, but I feel like it's just more interesting to keep it up in the air. Which one is it? Is he an asshole? Is he a prick? Does he hate vegans and vegetarians? Or does he just not like Fortnite? I'll leave it up to you. Pasta. Solid. I'm pretty sure that's pasta. Is that pasta, guys? We're gonna go with pasta with this one. A tier. You may not expect it for breakfast if you're in England. You know, it may not be your usual dish you go to for the morning, but you know, it's a filling meal. That pasta can be really hot, especially with the certain sauces and stuff like that. I'm just thinking about it right now. I'm getting hungry. Moving on from pasta, A tier, it's not as necessarily S tier because, you know, pasta isn't something when you hear it, you're like, oh, yes. But with sausages and like bacon and shit, and especially a fried egg, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what time of the day, what time of the night. It doesn't matter if I've just woken up 5 minutes out of bed. It doesn't matter if I'm in bed and I'm still asleep and you're waving that bacon strip underneath my nose. I'm going to eat it. Tea with milk? A lot of people disagree. This is a very heated debate with some of my friends. And I don't know why, but it is. Tea with milk slaps if it's English breakfast tea. If it's any other tea, it doesn't work. If you have milk with your green tea, you're insane. There's something wrong with you, clearly. I think a lot of people will agree with me on that one. It's not holy at all. This is okay because it's breakfast tea. That's fine. I'll go A because I'm not too strong to put it on the S tier list. Toast. If there's butter involved, I can have toast with every meal of the day. I'm a bread lover. What can I say? I love bread. I can have bread at any point of the day. The only types of bread I don't like is the gluten-free bread, mainly because I just don't like the people who eat gluten-free bread. There's nothing personal against you. When someone says gluten-free bread, I just go, ugh! Next we got fries. Wedges. I don't like wedges. F. They just don't go down as easily. That's how I see it. Like, I have to sit there. When I'm having wedges, I have to finish the wedges. You know what I mean? I have to sit there and actively think about finishing my wedges. Because I will get full of halfway through a pack of wedges, and I just don't know what to do with the rest. But I'm not wasting that money, you know? I'm all about that hustle culture, Andrew Tate, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'll fucking finish that pack of wedges. I'll sit there and go through the pain and the anguish of finishing that pack of wedges until there's nothing left, until there's crumbles left. No, I fucking won't. I'm completely lying. Fries. Fries are destined to be consumed by human beings. A tier. Not really much you can say else. It just stands for itself. The moment someone says you want a fry, you take a fry. Sparkling water. It's okay. This one changes. This is very I'm feeling the tension with this one because I know there's a lot of people out there that hate and love sparkling water. So I think, personally, it's the confused child of the group. If it's anything other than San Pellegrino, F. It sucks. If it's San Pellegrino, and I'm not sponsored, it's an A. It's pretty good. I like it. I can, you can mix it with like cranberry juice or whatever the fuck you make it a soda. So sparkling water changes. It's a. I'm gonna put it in the B. It's a middle ground. It's the kid you don't let your kids play in the playground with, because you don't know where it's gonna go. Because that kid could hit your kid in the head with a shovel, a toy shovel, or he could be a really nice dude. I mean, you don't know which one it's gonna be. So guys, that was an amazing YouTube video here at 1:30 in the morning. I hope you've really enjoyed. I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. It's just I couldn't get to sleep, so I thought I'd make something funny. I don't know. It is what it is. I hope you've enjoyed it, and that was my tier list video. Cool. Bedtime.